Hello and welcome back to the last train home. So we're down here in Yekaterinburg. I think it's Yekaterinburg. We're going to be moving forwards here. We've got the next stint of the journey ready. We're moving over to Omsk. We've got a battle over here that we're going to have to do. It's 2 stars, but as we've seen, they can still be a bit risky. On the way, I have noticed as well, we've got a depot and doctor here. So we want to pay particular attention to, what's that? Yalturovsk? Yalturovsk. I'm probably pronouncing all of these wrong, but... then we'll go past Vagny and Ishim. Up to Omsk, where there's going to be a 3-skull battle. And, yeah, it's getting pretty nasty at that point, but there looks to be a fair bit of stuff to look into along the way. We have got plenty of inventory capacity on the train now. What we probably want to do is try to get as much lumber as we can, because it can be sold for quite a bit. So we'll get the lumber, we'll fish in the lakes and things, look through the forests, get as much as we can. But I think there's enough timber here in these, because we've got a spot here, and a spot here. Keeping in mind that we have like nearly 700 already. If inventory is getting a bit full, then we should probably sell some at one of the depots and things along the way here. And there's another timberland here. So we can probably trade all that for a new wagon when we get up here. Anyway. And I've checked as well. There's definitely no additional wagons available. Right. I feel a bit disappointed actually that we've sold the locomotive grandpa and... Well, actually, mind you, if we were to sell that for that much cost, yeah, they would probably charge, because they always charge you more than it's, way more than it's worth, and give you way less than it's worth. So I bet they would sell this back to us at a ridiculous price. So the towing, anyway, we moved over to the towing boat. It should be pretty good for us going on forwards here. We're gonna set off. And allocate your rations wisely to keep your soldier from going hungry. Without food, their morale deteriorates. Right. Something we have to keep in mind now is that we will be using more fuel on the train. But in addition to using more fuel in the train, we're also going to find that we need to pick a team for this. Right, let's get squad here. Right. That'll work. So that can be our scavenging squad, and we're going to need... Over here we want our hunter back. We'll put him as a rifleman in here, just to level up that secondary combat role. And we want... Where are we now? We've got a hunter there. Can we team that hunter up with someone who's maybe a survivalist or... Nice, that's all available. This is all soldiers. Right. Who have we got? He's not got a combat role, but he's a herbalist. We should get him a combat role. Jacob Sevchik. We would still need a survivalist. We have one, but he's injured. Okay. Ah, he's perfect for a secondary survival team. Okay. Anyway, for the moment, this is just going to be for getting lumber, so we just need to grab someone here. People would like to level up a bit, preferably. Looks like their roll's about to increase. So maybe we can give, let's see, them... they're low level. Who else have we got? We use this guy a lot, and he's got a secondary role as a rifleman, so... And he's got useful traits. This is more just a team for... You know, we'll put this guy in. No, we won't. He's driving the train. Right, some guy. He needs rest, apparently, to get rid of Shaken. Right, okay. They'll do. Okay. We'll get some lumber. 107. Christ alive. Okay, that's a lot of lumber. Right. Hunter and survivalist. We can deploy this squad now. And we honestly might as well. Right, get them sent. What would it take? So we've got a hunter. What we need is that herbalist. Now the herbalist's here as well, but they're injured. Okay, let's have a look. Right. This guy. He doesn't have a combat role. Promotion to Lance Corporal. Damn it. We need to get him... Oh. it's going to be a while before we can get him to another role. Did I like accidentally make him like a worker or a cook or something without really paying attention to his traits? I bet I did. Right, I must have. Okay, so we can get... The guy we're wanting is this guy, isn't it? Really? He's injured. It's a move when his health's raised to a high amount. But who can we team him up with as a herbalist? I think I saw one. It was... Not you. You. Who's also injured. Right. 87. 61. Ooh. We're talking... God, at least... You know, a day and a half of bed rest before they're ready. But if we do it now, then we can send multiple teams out of survivalists and save us a few hours. So it might be worth using consumables on. Okay, excellent stuff. It's too bad there isn't a not maybe not a first aid kit, but if there was something like I don't know, painkillers or bandages or something that's like a smaller heal rather than it being a full 50. I'm still gonna do it, but I'm not happy about it. We'll get those points spent. And same on this guy here. Pop his intelligence up one. Use first aid kit. Oh, he's got a new role available. Oh, he's nearly got... Is this the last non-combat role we can give him? There we go. He's now got every single non-combatant role. Right. That'll be odd, won't it? Right. On that note, we should now be able to create a new squad with our herbalist. We'll take another hunter as well, but we'll take him. So we've got 2 hunters, a survivalist, and a herbalist. That should work out. I don't think the perks can come into effect twice, but it'd be nice if they could. If they both came back with some game. Right. We'll not deploy them just yet. Right. Red and green should never be seen. Something strange seems to be occurring in the village. You see no sign of the Reds as you approach, but as your train nears the station, you see people with armed guns gathered there. But they aren't aiming them at your train, they look ready to use them. You notice these individuals aren't wearing any uniform, but their coats bear green, crudely sewn military insignia on them. They wave at you with grim looks on their faces as your soldiers ready themselves for conflict. When the noise of the brakes finally subsides, one of the men shouts to you. We mean no harm, we're enemies of the Reds, just like you. At least that's what we've heard. We're the real army of the people. It's clear they're no real army of any sort, but a group of local farmers or butchers at best. The Reds have taken our families hostage, and taken our mine as a result of our defiance. We need your help. The younger man steps forward. We can defend our homes, but we're not trained to attack. The Reds may kill our families as soon as they see us coming. It's less likely if you go instead. Please, they've been stealing our coal until it was too much. When we've tried to finally stop them, they just took the mine and our people. Shows there's still some decency in this world. Right. We shake hands. You invite the villagers aboard your train. Your soldiers share some food and pass around their alcohol in return. Map of the area is drawn out. Information is exchanged, and gratitude is shown. Before they leave, they tell you you should contact the village's mayor first. Red and green should never be seen. Right, new mission, and yep. That's activated this conflict now. We'll send our other scouts up here, up ahead. Right. Let's see what we get. Oh, and something happened here. Let's deploy this squad. Report ready here. Nothing found, morale lost. Excellent, just what we wanted to hear. Right. Something tragic happened here. A murder of crows, an ill omen one would think, was circling in the sky. Soldiers arrived during the aftermath. There was life in the village. However, everyone who spotted the soldiers hid in their homes, either out of fear of you, or talking to you, or being seen talking to you. Soldiers discovered the cause of their avoidance soon. For a few moments, the only thing that the soldiers could utter were exclamations of disbelief. Several bodies were nailed to a wooden fence, crusty from all the dried blood, stiff in contorted and tortured positions. It was apparent that the bodies have been here a few days. A female body had misspelled traitor carved into its chest. So far, nobody has dared to remove and bury them. Who was it this time, reds or whites? Sudden voice. Next to them, startled the soldiers. A little girl, thin hands black with all blood. Her eyes held a distant 1,000-yard stare. It was a witch. She laughed as she was cutting. It was a witch. She laughed as she was cutting them. Fingers, ears, eyes. Only after screaming, "I'm guilty," was my mummy finally allowed to die. We stood there in silence, thinking about what to do. Talk to them, why not? Who was this witch? She said they were the Checker. The first time they were here, they took all our food and shot Father Nikolai. Then the soldiers in white came and took away my daddy and the other boys. When Checker found out, they were angry about it. Killed all the families. Killed my mum. The Checker. The wild dogs of the Reds. I was wondering for a moment then, like, the Checker? What, as in Czechs? That doesn't sound right. No, the wild dogs of the Reds. They are not soldiers, they are madmen lusting for blood. So basically some militia from the Red Army that have been kind of let loose and not supervised properly have just come over and basically looted the place, shot a guy who tried to resist. Then the Reds came and took men to go fight them. Then the Reds came back and killed all their families. Our orders don't mention chasing fanatics. They are gone. We should focus on the situation here. We should bury the dead, and quite possibly cause villagers even more trouble. We won't be here to help them. We should help this girl, little one. You said your brothers. You said soldiers in white took your father. Yes, it was a big man who shouted about Tsar and then made the soldiers take my daddy. Take the girl with you. The Whites might have a garrison in the next station. Okay, we're taking the girl. If she doesn't fit in the train, we're leaving her behind, though. Right. We kneel down, promised to take care of her. She's barely responsive, but came along with the soldiers without any resistance. With her ever-present empty expression, some of the soldiers felt uncomfortable. Ah, so it's made us much worse. Meet the White Army officer at the next station. Ah, so it's all going to come to a head over here then. Right, we'll return them to the train. And, oh, that was the point. We didn't check the air. It'll be fine. The lake was full of fish. Fortunately, Boris was here. It was like magic. They all leapt into his arms. And we also found some herbs. Ooh, a nice amount of herbs. A decent little bit of food. Make sure to keep the train carts warm and protect your squad when outside. Okay. Let's actually look at the guide on this. Temperatures will drop below zero. If you don't ensure your soldiers stay warm, they can become seriously ill, suffer permanent damage, or even die. You can see the current weather status at the top next to the game time indicator, wondering how to fight the cold. The cars where soldiers live and work can be upgraded with a stove. It requires fuel though and improved insulation. Soldiers operating outside of the train have their uniforms adapted. Can have their uniforms adapted to resist the cold. You'll have to research improved uniforms in the workshop car. Without improved uniforms, or in the case of freezing temperatures, you can still always use resources to provide the squad venturing outside with supplies that grant cold protection. Campfire fuel and bedrolls, for example. Oh, it's foraging, right. How's the weather? Outside temperature is normal. Risk of illness, none. Right, in that case. Deploy and deploy. Oh, actually, reroute them there, then they'll go to there, then they'll meet up here. It'll take a while to travel over here, but they're on full stamina. We can send them. Right. Looks good. We'll stop here. Just for a short while. Right. What did we get? We found some herbs, we got some meat. Job's good un. Nothing else here requires survivalist stuff, so they can return to the train. There'll be an hour. Threats building. Report is ready. We found a coal cellar. Not bad. We'll reroute them over there. We'll set off. Right. We'll get through the trees there. And we're just going to keep kind of stopping and starting here until we get to here. Oh no, no, hang on. Explore. Wrong button. Right. Just, yeah, we'll keep stopping and starting just while we basically... Oh. Right. Just to manage the threat level. It was an old smithy. And we found some more cigars and booze. Right, okay. Good bit of metal there. We'll just let these get back on the train in case we need them for this bit. Okay. Our men get off and go about their maintenance duties like clockwork. You have your own duty here. Search for the little girl's father. There's a white officer nearby. Welcome. What brings you to a humble town? Your humble town. I'm looking for a new recruit you might have here. They're usually moved east for training. Keeping them close to their homes and families isn't good for morale. He might be somewhere near Omsk, where we're taking it soon. Okay. Have you encountered the Checker somewhere near? They would be either desperate or arrogant enough to send their Inquisition all the way here. There aren't many places they can go unnoticed. They won't last. Know of any places? If your noble heart decides to deal with them, I can think of a good place they might go. Give me a map. We can go and get revenge then. Okay, so we'll be regrouping with the whites there, who will be taking Omsk, presumably alongside us. The terror squad is over there if we seek revenge on them. And if we want to retake the mine, it's up there. Right. We have a ton of lumber at this point. We've got absolutely loads of it. Still got plenty of room in the carts. So we can definitely get over here and we'll probably be able to sell it all off. And get ourselves a hospital car. In the meantime now, it mentions warm uniforms. What's your warm uniforms would that be, I wonder? Here we are, 400 cloth. Increases cold protection of soldiers in deployed squads by 1 temperature. And for another 500 after that, we can increase it by an additional 1. Also, we can get an explosives recipe for, well, we can get grenade recipe for, let's see, we can get that for 50 metal and 100 gunpowder. Quite expensive. That's a point I should be looking at. I don't think we've passed any as of yet. But if we see any of these shops with the gun icon above them, we should check them out because they might have gunpowder. And I should have definitely been checking out the thing back here because I completely forgot to look as I went by. We won't make the mistake again though. A bit of coal. Okay. Oh, we've got sleeping flasks now. Interesting. We'll get rid of a bit of wood, I guess, and basically get some coal for free. Right. But I suppose trading wood for coal is a bit stupid. Because, yeah, I should probably avoid doing that in future. Yes, okay, fine. We're getting the coal and we don't need the wood. We've got loads of it, but wood can be used as fuel as well, if I'm not mistaken. So we've basically just exchanged one type of fuel for another type of fuel. But I think coal is more efficient. It's like, yeah, it's not, it's not crazy amounts more, I bet. Right. On that note, I think we'll call it there for the episode. We're about at the half hour mark. We'll pop over to here with a squad next time, and we'll probably want to explore this, as well as the lake and the timberland and that. And then it's probably pretty much a straight shot through to human there. We'll investigate some of the... In fact, there's... Honestly, we should look into all of these over here. This looks like a pretty good haul. Yeah. Can get some stuff there, get some more wood. Foraging there, that'll get us some good amounts of food. But the big thing here could be that they might have some gunpowder. So might both of... Well, so might this place. And we can get a new train cart there. Probably get some medicine. Start using these herbs for something other than just bartering. Right. On that note, though. Oh, and before we forget, I will start the research on this. I see no reason why not to. So we'll get straight onto that. Right. This has been the last train home. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll be doing all that in the next episode. I'll see you then.